Joining us now is Billy Nolen. He's a former acting FAA administrator for the Biden administration. Mr. Nolen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Your expertise comes in very handy today. I want to start with the question of how weird is this in your mind? Is this something that is explicable but unfortunate, or is this beyond description?
Well, I think, first of all, thank you, Chris, for having me on tonight. I think we'll find as the investigation unfolds that this is something that pilots do indeed train for. I used to, in a past life, I was a training captain. I mean, I trained other captains and first officers.
I can tell by the fit of the suit. You know, I can tell.
Well, thank you. But one of the things you do is you put them in unusual attitudes and so that they can learn to recover. We don't know yet, so we don't have, clearly we're so early into this, just happened in 245. But as they go through the investigation, it has already been called out. You know, they'll think about what the crosswind were they beyond the limits? And that's just information we don't have. The good thing here is that the airplane is intact. It should be fairly, retrieving the black boxes will come fairly quickly.
And so this is a thing where you're bringing the plane down,
yes,
and the wind flips you over basically right as you're at your most vulnerable moment. Your flaps are down and you're set, and here comes the wind.
It could be. I don't want to.
No, I know. Oh, I know. You're not going to give it away, but that's the kind of thing that we could be talking about. Okay, you have been, as I understand it, somebody looking. You're not averse to the idea that the FAA could use a little overhaul, could use a little tightening up and fixing up. You've, if not welcomed, you've been open to the idea that what DOGE is doing could do some good.
Yes.
And I think that was very encouraging to a lot of Republicans, because you, having served in the Biden administration, here you are saying, okay, what about that? You still feeling that way?
I am. I think if you look out, and the first thing I would just say about today, it's my understanding for the folks who were let go in this round that these were not folks who are the critical pieces of our infrastructure. Air traffic control. These were not air traffic controllers. These were not safety inspectors. These were not people who maintain the equipment that's essential to our national airspace system. Certainly serving in support roles. Does that mean there may be no gaps there? I think those are things we'll have to always consider. We want to always think about what any unintended consequences may be. All of that being said, it is just an opportune time. Now, think of, one of the things I've testified both before the House and before the Senate that says the FAA oversees systems of systems and facilities that are between 40 and 60 years old. So I think it's an opportune time for Elon, for others to come in and say, first get a clear understanding of what's in play here, and then how we go about giving America the very best air traffic control system in the world.
And I was surprised to learn today, I did not know this, there are some 145,000 human beings who work for the agency across the country, and I assume we have people around the world stationed in other places.